Hello, everyone. I hope microphone is working. Okay, let's think it's working.
I think it's not.
Okay. Looks like it's okay. Hello, hello. Okay, hello, everyone. My name is Olesia. Yeah, I created this slide during 2 days, so please. I am backend developer in Wrike, in the mobile unit. So, and today I will share with you an incredible story, how we integrated backend-for-frontend service for our needs. And yeah, this is Fluke. He's our Wrike dog mascot, and he will help me to focus your attention because it's a little bit late already. So follow him. And first of all, let's clarify this terminology. The question is, who knows what is BFF means? Okay. How many of you use BFF in your projects? Okay. So I will tell you everything about our experience, of course. What is BFF? Backend for frontend. This is architectural pattern designed to tailor backend interfaces to the needs for specific frontends. We will focus on the mobile. So I will speak only about mobile BFF. And if you look to slide, you can see that BFF sits between server and mobile. We use it to aggregate only necessary amount of data and to improve performance for mobile user experience. And the main question is when BFF can be useful. So let's start from Wrike. Wrike is a web-first solution. What it means? It means before we are adapting some features in mobile, we wait before this feature to prove themselves successful. And yeah, also it happens after some time delay. And it may appear the same, but in real life, we have a significant difference between platforms. For example, why? First of all, why? Because mobile user experience is different from the web one. For example, you can see one of our features is dashboards, and we can display full table for a list of tasks and allow users scroll to it at the same screen for web. But in mobile, we simply don't have enough space for it. So we can display some icons with partial data and add one more button. If user tap to it, they can see full data, full information. But if we will use the same endpoints with web, there is a risk that we will have a performance issue. So here, where is BFF comes into play, because it helps us to aggregate only necessary data and improve performance. What else? Oh, my lovely issues. Backward compatibility problem. Backward compatibility problem is critical for mobile, because when we announce new feature in web, it can be rolled out instantly, but not for mobile, because mobile team, rely on user downloading updates from the App Store. And this process can take a lot of time. In Wrike, we support backward compatibility for mobile during 2 or 3 months. What it means? It means that users at the same time use different application versions concurrently. But our web team already sunset old feature because they don't use it anymore. And but we need to continue this support and maintain it. So here is BFF can help us because BFF provides a stable interface between server and client, and we can hide everything about versions behind the facade. Yeah, stable interface. So you can say that we can solve this problem without BFF, and yeah, we were trying. Since 2012, we used numerous approaches, and now we have overly complex system interaction between server and clients. It looks like that. You can see that iOS and Android have different API, but what is more critical, these API are not compatible with each other. But our product owners want to dictate us to provide users a consistent experience for both devices. So we must somehow join this API, and we can do this. That's why we set ourselves the goals. Use BFF to improve our delivery process. Yeah, make it consistent, faster, and simpler. And yeah, it was in 2020. And how long do you think it took us to achieve this goal?
A year.
How many?
6 months.
6 months? No. What?
12 months.
12 months? No, more. 3 years. Yeah, it's actually it was 3 years. And let's review our journey together. And here you can see how our BFF looked like when it was first created. It was Spring Boot microservice written in Java. Why Java? Because Java is primarily the only one language for backend development in Wrike for now. We utilized OpenAPI schema for interface generations. And also, as primary source of data, we used our monolith server. But at that time, we didn't have dedicated service API. That's why we used to continue using web endpoints. It's controllers designed for web frontend. And yes, we faced with issues almost for every item on this list. And yeah, I tell you why. But my perspective is backend engineer perspective. That's why I would like to ask one more. How many backend engineers here? Please raise your hands. Okay, you can relate my pain. Problem number one. This is microservice. Yes, microservices has a lot of advantages. For example, independent CI/CD process and scalability, but also it requires maintaining. So first of all, we need to create service-to-service interactions, communications with cost of service authorization. After that, we must follow reliability and fault tolerance in our service. Third one, our service-to-service interactions appears over the network layer. So we have overhead with a few HTTP calls hidden on the facade. So what it means? It means our clients makes one request, but backend handle a lot of them. It depends from controller. It's also a reliability problem. So it can divert your focus from the product development to infrastructure management. But this is against our priorities because we are a product-focused team. Second problem, as I already mentioned, we used to continue use web endpoints. And first of all, sometimes they're designed to web frontend It means we can occasionally provide, for example, untyped data, the situation which mobile clients handles poorly, and Kotlin BFF also. So in that case, we have to create custom endpoints. But if our resources already allocated to this goal, duplicated it in BFF seems impractical. And last and the main painful point, inconvenience for front-end developers. What it means? We created BFF not only for their use, but also for them to contribute to it. But backend was some backend for front-end was some backend specific service tied with Java, with backend domain, and front-end developers can't understand why they need to invest their resources to support one more microservice in some unfamiliar backend domain. It looked like that. They just refused to help. So yeah, this is a problem. And already a title of my presentation contains a hint how we overcame the challenges using Kotlin. But why we were avoiding Kotlin so long? A good question, yes. Because migrating to new programming languages is usually organization-wide effort. And we had hot debates about do we need to use Kotlin in our backend code. And we have a few concerns. For example, compilation time of Kotlin and mixed code compared with Java. Java compatibility, particularly for nullability types. And when I firstly showed it to Android engineer, they started to laugh loudly, but it was real concern. Yeah, code style, because Kotlin has different coding conventions, CI/CD workflow integrations with existing CI/CD workflows, also integration with our current alerting and monitoring systems. And I even heard that after releasing Java 17, we don't need Kotlin anymore. But the main point, the main concern is a lack of opportunity to assess Kotlin developer skills, because we originally hired Java developers to our backend, for our backend. And we also can expect that developers will transit to Kotlin because it wasn't originally specified in our job expectations. But fortunately, it's not true about mobile unit, because we have Android developers. It means we have skilled Kotlin developers in our team. Yes, there is a risk that Kotlin developers might struggle with some backend-specific logic, just as backend developers might struggle with Kotlin approaches. But we have had limited time capacity, and our delivery became insufficient comparing with web. So we forced to mix roles inside our team, introduce some new role like almost full stack Kotlin developer, and motivate our front-end developers rewrite the BFF service in Kotlin, like put it closer to front-end. Yeah. So the first step, rewrite old code, and with it was the easiest step. This is a good exercise for people like me who learning Kotlin. Yeah, not not only after Java, it's a real good exercise, but providing new logic in Kotlin for BFF was much more interesting. Let's review our journey. Our first feature, it was our really milestone feature, took almost half a year of effort from 2 developers, one Android and backend, and we overcame a lot of challenges, but gain invaluable experience. And it led us to grow. So during the next year, 3 more Android developers joined to BFF team, and we created dozen more controllers, aka features. There was memorable moment when two Android developers had to sort out issue with service-to-service communications all on their own, because I even had a chance to help them, and it wasn't a problem. Spoiler. From my perspective, like last January, BFF service started to generate a lot of 503 errors. It's usually something infrastructure. So I forced it to work together with sysops teams. Sysops team assigned one sysops to this problem. And yeah, I can't get half of his explanations, I guess, but we won. And yeah, one more backend developer joins the team, and we anticipate adding iOS developer soon. And now we have a rule inside our unit. Any new feature must be implemented in the BFF. Yeah. Let's conclude lessons learned. First of all, before starting any experiment, consider the business goal. In our case, we had a business goal to improve our delivery process. But when we started our experiments, we didn't have clear understanding how BFF could help to achieve it. Second one, BFF is a powerful tool, but only if it aligns with front-end team needs. What it means? It means front-end developers are the best users and the best developer for the BFF. They know better how to use it. Java backend developers may switch to Kotlin, and this process can go quite smoothly. And mobile developers may maintain and contribute to backend, and there are no problems with it. And yeah, I would like to highlight interesting thoughts. We must align team roles to the needs of product, because engineers are eager to broaden their skill set usually. And yeah, don't sleep. This is a light slide, and it's like summarize our journey with BFF. And now I'm ready to answer your questions.
Thank you, Lisa. By the way, looks like we do not have question in our question collection. Yeah, empty. Maybe from you guys. Any questions? You are tired, yeah? I see it in your eyes. Maybe Alexei, maybe you have a question. Yeah, I believe so. No questions, really? Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much.